Okay, listen, I'm gonna kind of be a dick here, but with all the resources we have out there today, why are you not making an extra $2, $5, or even $10,000 a month online? The biggest lie we are told is go to school and get a high-paying job. Well, that's just not true anymore. While some degrees are useful, they certainly won't get you rich in 2025. Like many of you guys, I didn't have the money to go to a fancy college or get a big boy job. In fact, I actually never even graduated high school. So I was forced into finding another route if I wanted to live the life I knew I deserved. The same life many of you are working towards. The life that eventually made me 9 figures. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you the 7 best side hustles you can do to make you $10,000 a month or more online in 2025. And if you don't hit that $10,000 a month mark, it will at least give you an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month in your pocket. And I know the goal is 10K, but an extra 2 to 3 grand can be life-changing too. Now I hate videos that tell you the same side hustles as everyone else, so I'm gonna try and give you a few different options that you can actually use. Every side hustle I show you today will be rated on these 3 criteria: time, money, and difficulty. Now the first one is gonna be build and managing Discord servers. Now I bet you're thinking, really? Can you actually make $10,000 a month managing a Discord server? The answer is yes. Now, if you don't know what a Discord is, it's this all-in-one communication hub with text, voice, and video chat. Not only has it blown up in the creator space, but it's also used for hosting courses and tutoring sessions. Now the education niche is the biggest and most profitable niche in the world, meaning you can easily charge clients $500, $1,000, and even $5,000 for managing these huge groups if you know what you're doing. And it's pretty easy. A lot of these people just want someone replying to comments or shooting out good morning texts and keeping things organized. Let's go to the rating. I'd give this a 4 out of 10 stars as far as time goes, as you can quickly learn the basics within an hour or 2, but the more complicated things might take you a little more time, depending on how good you are with technology. The best strategy to learn this in is to join a few communities so you truly understand what makes a good server. Now, for our next rating, I'd give this a 1 out of 10, as it really takes no money to get started with this side hustle. And for our final category, we are going to be looking at how difficult this could be to make $10,000 a month. We're going to give this a 5 out of 10 stars, because although we can realistically charge each client $1,000, that means we only need 10 clients to hit our monthly goal. And that's significantly more clients than a lot of the other side hustles we have for you later in this video. Side hustle ideal number 2, TikTok shop. While a lot of people say TikTok shop is easy, I would disagree. It's definitely not as easy as people make it out to be, but there's a huge earning potential there. There are multiple people making $20, $50, and in some rare cases, even $100,000 a month off of a single product. Now, obviously you need to be good at making videos, but this is a skill you can easily master if you're willing to put the work in. My best advice with this one is to study the content you're already looking at and take notes on why you enjoyed that video and what made you want to watch that video all the way through. I had a friend of mine personally make over $10,000 on just a single video. Now to the ratings. For time, I'd rate this a 6 out of 10. While some of you might be really good at this straight off the bat, I'd say it takes most people about 10 hours a week for a month or 2 to really understand what they are doing. Now for money, I'd give this side hustle a 4 out of 10. Although you can technically request free samples from people, fastest route would be to buy the product on Amazon and then make a video. Thankfully, the best selling products are between $10 and $100, but you probably have to buy a few items until you figure out what sells the best. But just remember, the lower the price, the easier it is for people to make an impulse buy. This side hustle is fairly difficult to get started, but the earning potential is extremely high. So with that being said, I'll give this a 4 out of 10, as it only takes you 1 good video to hit your $10,000 goal. But in my opinion, this is definitely not the best route to take, and I think the other side hustles we have in this video are really going to help you get to that next level. Side hustle number 3, and it's in extremely high demand right now, being a video editor. Ladies and gentlemen, you'd be surprised at how many YouTubers and business owners edit their own content, or even worse, don't post content because they don't even know how to. It's 2025. The content is absolutely crucial to scale your business, which means this is one of the most sought after positions online right now. Now I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 as far as time goes, solely because in order to make the big bucks, you have to spend a lot of time getting really good at this. Although I will say, I think within a week of downloading an editing software, you could easily have the skills to generate an extra $15,000 to $2,000 per client making simple TikTok or Instagram videos. For the cost startup, I'll give this a 2 out of 10. Because you can easily get good editing softwares for free and even buy some of the best ones like Premiere Pro for just $20 a month. But how hard is it to make $10,000 a month? This one gets a 3 out of 10 because I think realistically within a few months, you could easily get 2 clients to pay you $5,000 each. But let's be real, editing is not for everyone. So that brings me to the side hustle number 4, having your own marketing agency. Now I know this one sounds complicated, but let me break it down for you because it's really simple. You are the organization above the person who delivers the product. So with this one, we're actually just gonna outsource everything. So what does a business need to scale their marketing? Well, they might need ads, they might need some email marketing, maybe some SEO, or even some content creation. So here's how we do this. We go to Fiverr or Upwork and we hire all these roles and charge our client more. And then boom, we get to pocket the difference. Yeah, this can be daunting at first, but I promise you it's not. You just need to want to change your life enough to try it. So let's get to the rating. This one gets a 7 out of 10 as far as time goes. Now it's super easy to get started in this and help a small business scale. But if you want to take it to a whole nother level and get a big clients, you will need to learn quite a bit about marketing. YouTube will be your best resource for that. Cost to start up should be close to $0 because you're not going to pay anyone on Fiverr until you have a contract first. So it won't be any of your own money out of pocket. And finally, how hard is it to make $10,000 a month? This one gets a 1 out of 10 because it's super easy to charge businesses $5, $10, and even $20,000 if you really know what you're doing. Your first client could have you hitting $10,000 a month. So that brings us to side hustle number 5. Let's get a little bit weird with this one. We're gonna resell luxury items. Now I know you might think this one's not it, but luxury retail marketing grew to $35 billion in 2024. That's absolutely insane. Social media has made it easier and easier to sell luxury retail, and all we need to do is grab a small piece of the pie to hit our $10,000 per month. Now this one is probably an 8 out of 10 for time. It takes countless hours to scout the right products, learn how to identify fakes, and understand what the market is doing. The most popular brands are obviously Dior, Chanel, Hermes, but you can make a ton of money on countless of others. This one gets a 7 out of 10 as far as initial investment goes. As you already know, designer items can be very pricey. Some of these bags are $20,000 plus, and that's just the second-hand price. But you obviously don't have to start with items that are pricey. You can start with a lower budget and work your way up. This side hustle might be very niche, but to the person who enjoys fashion, this is definitely the place to be. Now, how hard is it to make $10,000 per month? Well, I'll give this a 6 out of 10, as you can normally get pretty high profit margins off items like this, but it is more difficult to find them. But if reselling clothes and marketing isn't up your alley, then maybe these next two will be. Online coaching. Now, the reason this one is so good is because the education niche is currently valued around $400 billion. If you can't grab 10,000 of that each month, then I don't know what you're doing. Now you either need to pick something that you're good at or something you want to be good at. But I'm sure you've seen someone online offering fitness coaching or social media help. The options are literally endless. For time, I'll give this a 4 out of 10 because if you already have a skill, then all you really need to do is package it up and sell it. It might take a little more investment up front, but then you can just watch the money flow in. Although I will say, the more you can personalize it for each person, I think the better off you'll be. People are sick of traditional online courses and want hands-on feedback to really drive their success. As far as money goes, I'll give this a 2 out of 10 because all you need is a phone or a laptop and you're good to go. This one's pretty easy to make $10,000 a month if you're doing it right. There are tons of people online making $10,000 or more a month with very little effort. But since you will need to learn how to sell yourself, well, I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. I've seen people sell courses on origami or pottery, so there's really no limit if you're just creative. And finally, side hustle number 7, my bread and butter, Forex. Now I want to give you all a little disclosure for this one. It can be hard to learn and to become profitable, but once you are, your earning potential is way over $10,000 a month. I make hundreds of thousands of dollars every month with this one, but it did take me a while to get good at. So for time it takes to learn this, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. As for this one, it will probably take you a full year to really learn the markets. But the good news is, I'm gonna have a way for you to make money while you learn. It will be launching on March 17th, so stay tuned. As far as money goes, I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 10. Now, obviously, the more money you start with, the more you can make. But you can really start learning with a few dollars. Until you know what you're doing, it's probably smartest to start with less anyways. Once you have the hang of things, this one's extremely easy to hit well over $10,000 a month. Thankfully, if this is the route you want to take, not only do I have tons of resources for you, but YouTube also has a lot of videos to help. I'll link my resources below for you guys though, and I'm hoping you got some value from this video. Love you all, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.